want to remind the ladies and gentlemen of this church house jury of the judge's January the 24th, 2025 order setting briefing schedule, wherein he admonishes both Bishop and Brother Youngblood of certain page limit requirements, wherein he orders Bishop to file a response and brief an opposition not to exceed 20 pages by February the 14th, 2025. And he orders Brother Youngblood to file a reply not to exceed 15 pages, no later than February the 21st, 2025. Now, when you look at Bishop's response, the body of it may appear as though it is 28 pages, but there are certain procedural rules which mandate a party that is filing a document 20 pages or more in length to make sure that the document includes a table of contents and a table of authorities. But when you see the actual first page of the document right after the table of authorities, you will see that the body of the document is a total of 20 pages as the judge ordered. Nevertheless, however, I don't think the judge will be happy to find that the document, including the exhibits, totals 562 pages. And this is where it seems to me that Brother Attorney Tyrone Blackburn was very effective in slightly pulling Bishop's focus away from the question before the court, which is whether this case should be dismissed pursuant to Pennsylvania's new anti-SLAPP law. And when you look at Bishop's response, he does not get to this pressing issue until page 6. And that is because so much time is spent on trying to tear down the image of people who provided affidavits to support Brother Youngblood's claims. And everybody on this church house internet is now locked in a discussion about whether the people writing the affidavits attached to Brother Duane Youngblood's motion to dismiss are criminals or not, when this has nothing to do with the questions that are currently before the court. And so when we're looking at the Bishop T.D. Jakes side of the case, the single thing that we need to be focused on is whether Brother Youngblood can prove that the statements that he made about Bishop on the Larry Reid live show were true. And I think we all know that he has absolutely no way of doing that. We're all focused on whether the people submitting the affidavits are criminals or not. But when you read every single one of the affidavits attached to Brother Duane Youngblood's motion to dismiss, we all have to agree that not one person can say that they saw Bishop commit the acts that Brother Duane Youngblood said he committed. Not one time, but 2 separate times on the Brother Larry Reid live show. In other words, if any one of the affidavits submitted by Brother Duane Youngblood stated that the particular individual was present when the event described by Brother Duane Youngblood occurred, the judge would not care if it was written by someone sitting on death row. And keep in mind, the judge assigned to this case handles criminal, civil, and bankruptcy cases in his court. So I guarantee you that this judge is not moved by the fact that a criminal is filing an affidavit, because if bringing up a person's criminal past would have been something that would have moved this judge or caused him to feel some type of way, he could have denied Brother Duane Youngblood's request to extend the deadline for him to file his answer, and he could have denied Brother Blackburn's request to appear pro hac vici in the case on behalf of Brother Duane Youngblood. But on the contrary, it was clear that the judge was not moved by Brother Duane Youngblood's criminal past at all, because to date, he has granted all of his requests. And at this point, you would have to assume that Bishop's attorneys realized that the judge did not seem to appreciate them using this tactic. But clearly, they didn't get the message. So, it's not that the affidavits filed by Brother Attorney Blackburn were submitted by criminals. The problem is that there are only really 2 people who could submit an affidavit to substantiate what occurred on the date in question. Either the lady who owned the house where Bishop was staying, or Bishop T.D. Jakes himself. And if the lady who owned the home did not see the event take place, then even her affidavit wouldn't be worth the paper that it would be written on. So, while it makes for good blog content, all of the rigmarole about what happened to Duane Youngblood's brother Richard Youngblood, and all of the tea surrounding whether the people who submitted affidavits on behalf of Duane Youngblood are criminals, none of that has anything to do with proving that the statements Duane Youngblood made on the Larry Reid Live show on October the 28th and November the 3rd, 2024 were true.